Okay, so we started off. We have the Green Arrow and Spartan pulling up, looking for Prometheus, all suited and booted up. And I can't lie, Oliver's Green Arrow suits are a 10 out of 10. Whoever was making these suits was really cooking. I can feel his aura right through the screen. And John's suit, yeah, that suit is hot garbage. I could have pulled off something better than that. They soon split up and Oliver goes into this office not knowing that he's the prey, because the second he walks through the door, it shuts and locks behind him. And apparently he didn't have his mic volume turned up, because the second he turns around and look at this man Prometheus on straight demon timing. Then Oliver proceeds to tell Prometheus this.
Claiborne, you have failed this city. Not as badly as you have, Mr. Queen.
Oh no. This man Prometheus must have a Sharingan or something under that mask, because how did he cut through that arrow perfectly like butter? Round 1 begins and Prometheus was kinda cooking Oliver until he caught a knee in the dome. He's about to look like NBA Youngboy, straight dents in that forehead. I'm crying. Then it was Oliver's time to cook. He sat up in his chair too. Prometheus threw some punches, but Oliver blocks them. Then grabbed his neck on some freaky timing and flips him over the table. Prometheus didn't get a chance to breathe though, because Oliver came in and drop kicked him. A drop kick like that is plus 20 damage, knocking all the wind out of you. Oliver kicks Prometheus to the ground, then flipped him over with his leg. Prometheus then gets up, then goes block for block with Oliver. Prometheus then grabbed Oliver. Then he swung his body to the side. Then this man Prometheus just had to be unnecessary and does this theatrical flip. We see it, I promise, but we see it on his handsome Squidward type timing. But hey, it was clean though, I'm not gonna lie to you. Afterwards, Prometheus grabs Oliver like a bad child and throws him again on the floor. But just like any stereotypical villain, Prometheus tells Oliver, I've been waiting 4 years for this. But bro, why are you yapping on how long you've waited for the fade? We do not care. But the fade wouldn't last long though, because one of Oliver's sidekicks comes in and shoots the sword out of Prometheus' hand. But Prometheus was not ready to cop the plea and give up yet. Unlike the other level 1 villains, he was gonna take both of them on. But that's when Prometheus #1 Month shoots the guns out of Wild Dog's hands. And it was Evelyn this whole time betraying Oliver. Even Oliver and Wild Dog was shocked. She was moving like Tiana Trump, going team from team is sick work. Evelyn, why are you moving shiesty like this? Try a sneaker bar, it'll change your mind. You're not yourself when you're hungry, trust. Sneaker, I've always preferred Twix instead. Then seconds later, she shoots a flashbang arrow in the floor. Then her and Prometheus dips, leaving the fade on halt.
3 weeks later.
The next phase starts in this warehouse, and Oliver's spidey senses tingle, and just off that alone, he knows who's right around the corner, Prometheus. So round 2 begins and Oliver goes charging in, but I want y'all to look at this. No. This man Prometheus had a whole sword and it still missed. He's not trying to get this kill for real and avenge his pops that Oliver put in a bag. But I mean, Prometheus' dad was evil, so I don't blame Oliver. So they continue blocking each other's attacks. So that's when Oliver takes a weapon out of his duffel and hits Prometheus with one of French Montana's songs. Yeah, look at you. You can't handle rap bars, can you? Then Oliver tried to restrain Prometheus with a wire arrow, but Prometheus was like, nah, you're not about to get any more of these Make-A-Wish moves, and he blocks it. Look at Oliver's face. He didn't know Prometheus can make moves like that. But after breaking himself free, Prometheus started talking his talk too. French Montana, that's all you got? You gotta hit me with something harder. I eat those, lil' bro. So they get back to the fade, and Prometheus had to have watched 300 because he was like,
This is Sparta!
and kicks Oliver right through a wall, ending round 2. Okay, so the next scene starts off with Oliver getting off this elevator to continue his fate with Prometheus. He encounters him again, but Prometheus decides to take off the shiesty mask. And look at his face, he thought he cooked. But then, this is when they start talking crap to each other. Prometheus, tell me where you got that unreleased shiesty mask from. I need me some of that too. My drip is lacking a little bit. I forgot the part where that's my problem. But Oliver was sick of the selfishness though, and that's when they get started with round 3. But Oliver was like, nah, screw the weapon. I want to feel my hands till your bones to dust. But look at Prometheus being hesitant. He knows that sword has been carrying him throughout all the fights, so he knows without that, he's gonna get cooked. But soon as when I saw Prometheus started tackling, I was like, nah, this man has to give up on this whole revenge thing and hop on that field. The coach is calling you. But maybe not, because this man Oliver was cooking Prometheus because he didn't give up where he got the shiesty from. But Prometheus flips Oliver off of him and tackles him again. League him now. But after Oliver just got finished scrambling Prometheus, look at his face. Yeah, he needs to put that shiesty right back on because he's getting washed. But this fate ends in the most abrupt way possible because Talia al Ghul sneaks this man Oliver and shoots him in the leg with a tranquilizer arrow, ending round 3. So for the next scene, we have Prometheus gatekeeping Team Arrow on the staircase, but look at Oliver standing 10 toes down. He knows Prometheus can't hang with him. He's free eats. So while the rest of his team goes ahead, Oliver stays back to fade Prometheus. But hold on, that man Prometheus learned his lesson. He kept on the shiesty this time. He knew if he took that off, then his face would end up like this. Again. So round 4 starts and Prometheus went into his bag, moving like an elite chef with these knives. And he proved me wrong that he had hands and didn't use the sword this time to carry him through the fight. So Prometheus took Oliver's bow, give me your lunch money type timing. And Prometheus was still baking Oliver, and look how he threw this man down the stairs. I know the cameraman is fearing for his life because he has a human torpedo coming at him. It's okay, biggest bro, we'll give you a raise, trust. So they stand off, roasting each other on whose father is terrible. But Oliver tells the truth on how Prometheus' dad was disowning him because he was mentally sick and how this whole revenge thing was a waste. Prometheus comes to his senses and tells Oliver to off him, but Oliver, being the bigger person, telling Prometheus that he will face justice and knocks him out, securing the win, ending round 4. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finally reached the end of the road with the final fight between Prometheus and Oliver. The scene kicks off with Oliver pressing Prometheus for answers on where his son is. But unlike 6ix9ine, that guy who would snitch on anybody for a McDonald's meal, Prometheus ain't telling. Ooh, I got a secret and I'm not telling you type timing. But Oliver was sick of the games and got straight to it. Also, a little side note, let me applaud Oliver's squad for backing him up and folding all of these NPCs. But anyways, Oliver is caving in Prometheus' face. Then he started choking this man out, telling him where his son is. But Oliver was getting nowhere with this guy. But as soon as he turns around, Prometheus dips. Then Oliver activates his Hall of Fame chase down and goes after him. And look at Prometheus' face. He really thought he was gonna get away. But Oliver wasn't gonna give this man the chance, then runs and jumps on the boat. And look at him. He was so sick of Prometheus' tomfoolery and started caving in his chest. This man Prometheus is gonna need a ventilator when it's all said and done real soon. But later, Prometheus got Oliver's son in a chokehold. You know EDP is somewhere wishing he was holding this kid like that. Truly, I don't understand pedos. This is a crazy world we live in. But anyways, Prometheus is telling Oliver to off him right here and now. But being the bigger person that he is, Oliver wasn't going for it. But he was sick of this man Prometheus holding his son like that. So instead, he shoots him in the leg, saving his son. But being the sick and twisted person that is Prometheus, he decides, since Oliver wasn't going to do the job, he decided to do it himself, and Prometheus offed himself, ending this fight once and for all. In conclusion, this was a crazy arc, no lie. We've been shown that Oliver indeed got hands, and we've been shown that Prometheus, without his sword, he'll still get cooked. And one more thing, thank you to everyone who stayed to the end. It means a lot.
Never bitch tryna leave someone. This bitch tryna leave someone. I'm tryna be someone. How can I please someone? She wanna need someone. I do not need no one.